Good morning, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to create a space of healing and support, hopefully for you, if you're drawn to and interested and open. I think I'm sitting in a bit of a shadow at the moment. We have a storm moving through, we've got no power. So I thought I'd sit here with the camera facing the storm. We've had a little bit of lightning just in the last couple of minutes and a massive thunderstorm overnight, which is unusual for us even in the summer, let alone in winter. So we've got quite the storm moving through. But yeah, I can't unless I face the other way. It's just the way it is. So you could see the spaces in my earrings. I don't know how much of my face you can see, but this is the way it is. So I'm sitting here in the shadows. So I trust you're well. As you're coming in, I want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. My plan, my intention at the moment, or for this connection today, is the same as usual, which is I'm going to pull a healing energy card, which you're probably not going to be able to see. And I'm going to play my chakra chimes after I pull a card and we talk about it and we see what's going on with the energy. So it's actually quite amusing sitting here just seeing a shadow silhouette of myself. Interesting. So how are things flowing for you? Have you been in good flow? Are you keeping your head above water? Are you struggling at the moment? What's your current space like? Are you riding the wave? I've noticed, at least for me, but I'm in a transitional period. So I'm at the pointy end of moving house. We're now just 10 days away from settlement. And I'm setting up an art exhibition in another location before that. So I'm in a transitional period and I'm noticing this super power in just getting through the day and not really having a major plan for the next day, but just waking up, seeing what's going on, seeing what the weather's like, and just doing what needs to be done on that day and then moving to the next day. So that's sort of the space I'm in, is this very much one day at a time and not getting too far ahead of myself, even thinking about too much about where we're moving, because it's still several days away. So let's pull a card. I'll have to describe it because I don't know how much of the internal that you can actually see. So I'm looking for the best healing energy card for the majority of us. I'm not pulling cards for individuals. This is general guidance and general support for everyone or anyone who is led to be here. So I recommend that you take on board what feels right and what resonates and fits into your life easily at this time, and let the rest go if it doesn't make sense. I feel like I've got 4 thumbs this morning. So, okay, now I've said that, I think I'm shuffling better. Okay, so I'm looking for the best card that the majority of us need now as we move into this time of healing, time of support, maybe time of facing our shadows and really considering our balance between light and dark, between the shadowy and the good, or the positive, the negative and the positive, the yin-yang within us and our life. How balanced are you in this moment? Not yesterday, not an hour ago, not maybe later today, but now. What's your current state now? So the best healing energy card is this, which I can't even see. So I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Oh, that was good. Don't move. I don't know what the card says. I don't even know the number. I know it says incoming clarity, and I'm pretty sure it's in the rise category. And I'm going to have to turn the card. It says, oh, if I can hold it, maybe it's my head here. It's blocking the sun. Card 87, incoming clarity. Don't move. Okay, incoming clarity. It says down here, a new level of thinking. Open your mind. Be patient. Clarity is coming. Trust in perfect timing. Creative thinking. Remain curious. And positivity. I do exist under the silhouette, under the shadows. So this is talking about almost a bit of a light bulb moment that's potentially around or hovering at this time. So like a renewed energy, a light bulb moment, that moment when clarity seems to drop into place and we seem to have this clarity with what we need to do or how we need to do it or how things are for us. I think it's better, is it, when I put this up, maybe partly blocking the window. So maybe give some thought to where you're feeling muddy or things are unclear for you at this time. Where are you feeling the lack of clarity? Where are you feeling confused or indecisive or unsure or uncomfortable with something that is not really clear yet? And what can you do in these moments to open yourself up to letting the clarity come or letting the clarity arrive in your space, in your mind, so that you can get that light bulb moment happening and then be super clear about what you're doing or what it is that you've been unclear about. The thing is with clarity, I find really super interesting is that it brings with it confidence. And just like lack of clarity or feeling unclear or scattered or indecisive, there's a lack of confidence in that too. So with the light bulb moment, with the incoming clarity that this card is suggesting, there is also potential incoming confidence. Because clarity, when we have that clarity and we know what we need to do or whatever it might be that we're getting clarity on, it has a rise in power, a rise in confidence too. So if you're not sure where you're feeling unclear, maybe also consider from the angle of confidence as to where you're feeling unconfident. Where are you feeling weak or small within yourself about areas of your life or something that's going on for you? So not only incoming clarity, but potentially incoming confidence too. Light coming in. So I'm going to get ready to play the... Oh, got some thunder happening. How exciting. We've got... I'm going to get ready to play the chakra chimes. I don't know how they're going to sound with my lapel microphone, so hopefully it's okay. It's not going to be too rattly. So I've got my chakra chimes here, and I apologize again for this ratty box. One day I will make a ceramic one, but certainly not right now. So I'm going to play the chakra chimes. I'm going to start on the heart and I'm going to extend from there or expand the sound from there. The chakra chimes have this clarity of sound that can be quite piercing and really quite uplifting. So I actually feel quite an alignment with the card, that sense of clarity that the card implied that's coming in, and pre-choosing to use the chimes because they do have clarity. So can you allow the chimes and the sound of them to pierce through that veil of cloudiness, that veil of shadow, that veil of fear, or that veil of feeling unclear, indecisive? Can you let the clarity of these chimes really pierce through your lack of confidence or that feeling small or feeling weak or scared at this time? Can you cut it through like a bolt of lightning? Let it pierce through that veil, pierce through the clouds around you, and awaken or turn on that light bulb inside. Now, if there's something else that's more pressing that you personally need right now, then please be open to receiving that from the chimes. If you need support or strength or healing, love, a bit of peace, whatever it might be, then be open to receiving that too. So I trust you enjoy listening to the chimes. There's nothing you can do wrong. Just listen and let the sound work and connect and touch you in your body. So starting with the heart, nice big breath. And it may help to consider what you need to find clarity on. Because if you're unsure, how are you going to find it? So maybe give some thought and sit in the feeling of what is the clarity that you're looking for? What is feeling muddy in your life? Okay, when you're ready, take a nice big breath. And just take your time coming back. Wiggle your fingers and toes if you feel a bit lightheaded. And yeah, let the clarity come. If you're seeking answers or information or a solution to a problem, if this is something on your mind, you can trust that clarity, like attracts like. So clarity is coming to you about that. So the best thing we can do is put the intention out there that we're looking for an answer or a solution or help to a problem or whatever it might be. Once we have that intention, we can in some ways step back from our expectation of a result and let the clarity come to us, because we know, because we're seeking that it's also coming forward like a magnet into our life. So it's not a clarity we necessarily need to search for and seek out and go into the wardrobe and pull everything out to find the lost key at the bottom of the pile of boxes. We can trust that when we hold that intention clearly and we are trusting that the answer is coming, that clarity is coming towards us. So sometimes, especially if we feel a bit desperate for the answer or desperate for the solution or whatever, or the clarity or whatever it is related to this, sometimes we can sort of push in a certain stream, get a bit of tunnel vision and not see the answer that's coming from perhaps a different source or a different angle. So sometimes, depending on the situation, it's good to actually put the intention out there really strongly, as strong as we can in our heart, and then go and do something else. Because the penny will drop, the epiphany will happen, the clarity will arrive when we least expect it, as a sign or something, conversation we overhear, or I turned on the radio just to move my car yesterday for about 20 seconds. So I had to move my car from the front to inside the yard. 20 seconds the radio was on. And in that 20 seconds, what the commentator, the person, the announcer was saying on there was totally aligned with what I was thinking, right down to 2 names that were said in that time period. So, when we least expect it, when we're not searching and pushing for it really hard, that clarity, it naturally comes because we've got that intention that we've set. So sometimes we just need to get out of the way of it and let it come. So if you just joined in, I'll see if I can get some clarity. We've got some light. This was the card I was playing the chimes to, which is called Incoming Clarity. So I'm going to put that card back. It's 87, by the way, if I didn't say before. And I'm going to get ready to pull a card to go. So thank you. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you would love to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. If you would love to learn more about me and the work I do here at Temple of Balance, if you would love to support my work, especially if you get something out of it and you haven't supported for a while or ever, then please visit my website and see what resources are there that you might enjoy or find helpful. Please visit templeofbalance.com.au. Let me know if you can't find something. So I am going to grab a card to go. So what I'm very much interested with this particular card is carrying the energy on from here. So we've talked a lot about clarity, a bit about confidence, getting out of the way of letting the clarity come, all this sort of stuff. Relating to that, I want to find a card in regards to what's next. How can we carry this energy forward into the reality of our life, where it's not something that we just sit with and think about for times like this, and then we turn this video off and we go back into our difficult life, let's say, or imbalance life. I'm really a practical person, and I like to find practical ways to move forward and to apply changes. So I'm looking for the best card as to what do we need to know for what's next? How do we move forward from here? How can we find the clarity? What do we need to do to shift the energy? What action do we need to take? That sort of thing. So the best card for the majority of us is this here. This card I don't think's really come up since I've changed the illustration. It's card 31 called Reunion. It's in the neutral category. And you may, if you've been using my healing energy cards for a little while, my original deck, you'll notice a different illustration, a different artwork here for Reunion. And down here it says, the true masculine, strength, courage, balance, yang. So the yin energy I was talking about before, just by sitting here and having such shadow and light. I was talking about balance before I even pulled the cards. And that yin-yang energy. So this is especially the yang energy, the masculine. It says, reunite with your healthy masculine self. Assertion, determination, willpower, and summon that sort of energy forward. And this is how I see the true masculine. And whether we're female or male in the physical sense, we all have a masculine and feminine side, we could say. And that masculine side to me, like my true masculine side, is that side that has willpower, determination. It is assertive. It is strong, confident, clear, which, you know, this clarity I talked about before and confidence, it does align very strongly with the masculine. So maybe consider if you've been in balance in this area of yourself, or if you've been out of balance. If you've been hyper emotional and hyper in your feminine side and very sensitive, taking things very personally, feeling a bit hopeless maybe as well, then your masculine side might be come in to try and support and strengthen your inner true feminine side. And I'm not talking about feminist stuff. It's the true feminine and the masculine. So the yin yang and those really positive qualities that those sides of us bring forward. So this card's about summoning or tapping into that masculine energy within us, our ability to endure, to keep going, to be determined, to be strong, to find clarity, to be practical, to protect ourselves, this sort of stuff. So where does that fit into your life? If you've been out of balance for a while, you may find that you're demonstrating sort of the maybe more negative traits of the masculine and feminine. So the opposite of that. You might find yourself sort of swinging. You might even find yourself attracting difficulties with authority figures, which is that masculine energy, whether it's a male or a female, doesn't matter. Authority figures are masculine in their energy. So have you been having issues with authority figures lately? Are you noticing issues with men around you or women around you? So this will also be an indicator as to how balanced or out of balance you are inside yourself. So moving forward from here, and especially related to what I was talking about before, which is primarily about clarity, we've been encouraged to really consider as we turn this off and move into our life, what the current state is of that masculine side, that yang side, our strength, our determination, that sort of thing I've already talked about, and other things too. What is the current state of that for us? Is it healthy? Is it supportive? Is it balanced? If it's not, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just something to be aware of with honesty. And then what can we do about shifting that? What do we need to heal? How can we mend things? What do we need to do to release our insecurities or the issues that we're dealing with now that are keeping us out of balance, especially on that masculine side? So what is calling you now to be strong, to be clear, to be determined, to be assertive, and Can you tap into that energy inside you and summon it forward in your life? So reunion, reuniting your inner masculine with your inner feminine, balanced, united, married together as one. Two sides of the same coin. Has one side been getting more attention than the other? So where are you at with that? That sort of thing. So reunion, very much honouring our masculine side. And the male figures in our life. Have you been pushing male figures away? Male friends, maybe a partner, or maybe a brother or a father or a son. What have you been doing lately? What's your current relationship in honesty with your male companions, in your male relationships, whether you're male or female in the physical form? What's that been? Because that will also give us a big clue in regards to what is in balance and what isn't on that masculine, feminine, yin-yang kind of perspective. So I trust that makes sense. So I suppose for me now, like in a practical sense, now I'm just going to think about for a moment and sit with, okay, how can I apply this to my life moving forward? I have got my journal here. We've got no power on. As I said at the beginning, we've had storms all night. So I've got my journal here, and I'm going to be writing in my journal and reflect on and really look honestly at that current state that's right for me personally, or that's honest for me. I need to be honest with myself, otherwise there's no point doing it. So I'll be sitting honestly with these questions in my journal and answering as honestly as I can. Even if it's confronting, I want to know the truth about my current state. So I have to be honest with myself. I can't fool myself, otherwise I'm not going to know my current state. It's going to be an illusion. So honesty and sitting with that is really important. So yeah, like for me in this moment, I can write, I can't turn my computer on or anything. So I can't do any work. So I'm going to sit with my journal and reflect on that. I might also, as I'm writing in my journal, just tap into my body. So take some big breaths and really tune into the state of my body. I really tune into my left and right sides, because the right side's more masculine, the left side's more feminine. Just make sure that there's nothing sort of out of whack in my body on that level too. And I also want to think about the situations I'm dealing with in my life and the parts that may feel a bit weakened, or where I feel a bit small or unconfident or unclear about, and think about how I can summon that masculine strength, that confidence, that determination to kind of counteract that smallness that I might be feeling in some areas. So this is really, for me, moving forward just in this next sort of half hour, is more of a contemplation, a self-awareness, being really honest with how I feel and looking at where this masculine information fits into what I'm dealing with in my life now. So just telling you or sharing with you how I'm going to approach this. You may want to do it completely different, which is absolutely fine, but just sharing in case you don't know where to start. Maybe you can adapt something that feels right that I'll be doing and see where that takes you. So strengthening the body is also great for connecting with the masculine side. So exercise, doing stretches, running, walking, whatever it is that your body can allow, doing weights, that sort of thing. So strengthening our body also helps strengthen ourselves, and it taps us into that masculine energy of strength. So thank you so much for connecting today. Have a great rest of your day, and I will be back to share with you again when I can. And take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.